narcissist's heart, so they lose and become your slave until they get old. Narcissists thrive on making you feel helpless and trapped, as it fuels their own sense of superiority and control. They revel in witnessing your suffering, as it reaffirms their deluded belief of absolute authority over you. However, it shatters their hearts when you rise above their manipulations and emerge as a completely transformed individual, defying their plans. It's essential to recognize that you have the power to reshape your mindset and prove yourself to be stronger than the darkness they've imposed upon you. You can make progress in altering your outlook on life and demonstrate that you are far better than the negativity they've instilled. Thank you for watching this video. I will now share 5 strategies to publicly expose a narcissist in hopes that they finally recognize their wrongdoing. If this topic interests you, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to receive updates. Let's dive in. Number 1. Shift your self-perception. Narcissists thrive on undermining your self-worth. They hurl insults like "you're too fat," "you're too thin," "you're too open," "you're too closed," with the intention of convincing you that you are unlovable and unworthy. They strategically weaken your confidence, making it nearly impossible to break free from their grip. This manipulation is designed to keep you subordinate and compliant as they continue to manipulate you in their favor. The critical step is learning to accept and love yourself exactly as you are in this moment. Develop a strong belief in yourself and your abilities. Treat yourself with compassion and understanding, prioritizing your well-being. Learn to trust your intuition and acknowledge your inherent value as a human being, so others can't easily manipulate your emotions. Healing begins by undoing the harmful influences that have shaped your thoughts. Finding your self-worth independent of others is your greatest defense. Success lies in discovering the intersection where your inner and outer selves align. Fill the void in your life by occupying that space for yourself. To attract the love of others, you must first love yourself. Establishing self-trust is crucial. If you wish to break free from others' influence defining you, it's essential to have a clear understanding of who you are as an individual. Number 2. Hit the brakes. When it comes to a narcissist's interest in you, they will go to great lengths to be with you. They may attempt to boost your confidence by saying kind words, or undermine your self-esteem by uttering hurtful remarks. Consequently, you find yourself seeking their approval, fearing abandonment, and willing to do anything to prevent it. This is where you must address the wound of abandonment. To avoid falling into the trap of people-pleasing behaviors triggered by others, it is crucial to modify these tendencies. The need to constantly prove yourself is an endless pursuit. The best advice is to develop resilience, express your authentic self, and resist the pressure to conform. If you allow their insults and comments to affect you, they will achieve their aim. It is important to recognize that the projections narcissists cast upon you are actually their own confessions. The aspects they find irritating in you are often reflections of their own personality traits they wish to disown by projecting them onto you. However much they try, they cannot rid themselves of these characteristics. Their attempts to ignore it only confirm its existence in their minds, forcing them to confront it eventually. As a coping mechanism, they may try to make their projected reality your reality. But remember, every trait and characteristic they find fault in you mirrors aspects within themselves. Train yourself to filter out negative feedback and deflect any potential harm, realizing that the most crucial thing you can do is nurture your own sense of self-worth. When you truly know and appreciate who you are, no one can bring you down by pointing out your flaws. Prioritize addressing your fears, fortifying your sense of self, and forging your own path in life. Number 3. Maintain your composure, regardless of their attempts to provoke you. Narcissists thrive on continuous feedback from others, whether positive or negative, as it affirms their sense of power. When they can evoke emotions like anger, distress, or regret in you, they feel a sense of control. Whether your reaction is positive or negative, it has the same effect. It matters little if you're angry, sad, apologetic, or even joyful. As long as you react, you feed into their victory. Thus, it is crucial to shift your attention away from their manipulative tactics and redirect it towards self-preservation. When engaging with a narcissist, it is crucial to maintain emotional composure, as their actions are driven by your reactions. As long as they can see that they are impacting you, they will continue to manipulate and mistreat you. The key to driving them to frustration is to show no emotional response and remain unresponsive to their provocations. To achieve this, you must learn to consciously control your emotional reactions. It requires effort to acquire the skills to manage your emotions and resist impulsive urges. By recognizing and expressing your feelings, you gain an advantage in negotiating with narcissists. Ultimately, they will have no control over your emotions. Aim for objectivity. Number 4. Hold no blame or responsibility. Even if a narcissist tries to make you feel accountable for their problems, you should not accept that burden. Your actions or words can never justify or make up for their unacceptable behaviors. In hindsight, it may seem reasonable to think, I should have seen the signs, left earlier, or trusted my instincts when their darker side emerged. However, in the midst of the situation, clarity is often lacking. Hazy conditions obscure visibility, and you may not have had the necessary knowledge at the time to distinguish fact from fiction. Now that you have the tools to implement your plans, you have the ability to make these assertions. In retrospect, you may believe that you could have been more proactive, but during those experiences, you lacked awareness of what was truly happening. It may go against our innate nature, especially when it comes to people we love and the relationships we have cultivated with them, to acknowledge the truth and avoid clinging to the idealized image we have created. As a parent, for example, one may wish to evade the pain of facing reality by holding on to the pretense of the person we once believed them to be. Overall, it is important to acknowledge that you did your best given the circumstances. Being too hard on yourself now is not helpful, particularly when they intentionally hurt you emotionally through insults, lies, and manipulation for their own selfish gain. Whenever self-doubt arises, remind yourself that you are innocent. Shower yourself with kindness and compassion, as it is crucial for this strategy to succeed. Their flaws and shortcomings were reflected back onto you. Focus on the perception of yourself, and remember that others' opinions do not define or impact your true essence and behavior. Continually reassure yourself with statements like, I put my utmost effort into making our relationship thrive. Despite what others may assume, you are not who or what they believe you to be. Their opinions should hold no sway over you. Number 5. Establish and uphold firm boundaries. Without strong boundaries, the narcissist can easily manipulate you into fulfilling their every desire. They seek someone who will not take no for an answer, finding satisfaction in exerting dominance. For them, the perfect companion is someone who lacks assertiveness. In situations where you co-parent, face a legal matter, or are obligated to maintain regular contact, it is crucial to enforce consistent and unwavering rules. Be cautious, as narcissists may try to exploit any perceived flexibility or crack in your boundaries to gain entry. Make it clear that the situation is non-negotiable and safeguard against their attempts to exploit the circumstances. There is no middle ground. It's all or nothing. Undoubtedly, there may be instances where narcissists try to visit or intrude unexpectedly. It is essential to say no firmly. Apologetically, that is not possible. In other words, this is where it ends. Please leave immediately. Within my home, that behavior is strictly forbidden. I refuse to let you engage in such actions or see me at this moment. To make this effective, you must uphold the highest standards in your mindset. It is the only language they understand. Narcissists will strive to exert their authority over you to fulfill their desires, even intruding on your personal life and attempting to influence your leisure time and parent-child interactions. Whenever possible, establish clear boundaries and communicate your needs. Remember, precision is key when setting boundaries. Moreover, careful planning is necessary. It is your responsibility to ensure that any violations of co-parenting agreements or boundaries face consequences, possibly through the involvement of a third-party support system like the court. You have the power to hold them accountable. Clearly articulate the consequences that will follow if they cross your boundaries, ensuring they understand that your boundaries are non-negotiable and protected. Setting boundaries requires using a confident and assertive tone. For now, these are the essential steps to consider. I hope you take this experience and the narcissist's arrogance to heart. The best way to defeat the narcissist. Narcissists, among all the people you encounter in life, exhibit the most intense jealousy and envy. Moving on and finding happiness without their presence unleashes a torrent of envy within them, as they can never find true happiness on their own. While some narcissists may possess financial security or professional success, these achievements are never enough to fulfill their constant need for admiration. They derive satisfaction from causing others to suffer, finding solace in the validation derived from witnessing the sadness of others, which mirrors their own deep-seated feelings of isolation. Keep in mind that narcissists strive to make everyone else's life as miserable as possible, fitting perfectly with the saying, "Misery loves company." Your mental and emotional well-being should take precedence, as narcissists can easily detect any signs of hurt, resentment, or willingness to forgive, which they view as an opportunity to draw you back into their web. Maintain a safe distance from narcissists and their enablers, as they will go to great lengths to keep you suppressed. If you aim to evade the influence of the narcissist, it is crucial to cease communication with them and their followers. Their presence will only hinder your healing process. However, this depends on the extent of the damage inflicted by the narcissist. If you must interact with them despite your best efforts to avoid it, maintaining emotional stability becomes imperative. One strategy for dealing with a narcissist is to treat them as insignificant and simply walk away. Another highly effective approach is to practice silence while focusing on maintaining your own well-being. Narcissists struggle to comprehend this response. Narcissists deliberately seek out victims to repeatedly air their grievances against them. They expect positive outcomes as a result of their manipulative tactics. They are concerned that you have moved on without them and actually expect you to be worse off without their presence. Eliciting this reaction boosts their ego. They take sick pleasure in witnessing you consume yourself with anger, resentment, and the desire for revenge. However, holding on to feelings of helplessness only traps you in their web. Conversely, adopting a pessimistic outlook on life may attract further negativity. To improve your life after experiencing narcissistic abuse, significant changes in your thoughts, emotions, and personal growth are necessary. Always remember to be brave in every facet of your being. Witnessing one of their past victims flourishing in life can trigger depressive feelings within narcissists. Despite outward displays of happiness at your recovery, they may still harbor anger towards you for the damage inflicted upon the narcissistic relationship. Dim your inner flame. If you manage to succeed despite their relentless efforts, they will grow even more hostile. It will be a devastating blow for them to witness you thriving and achieving greater things. Disregarding the importance and existence of narcissists is a surefire way to irk them. Your ability to cause them significant mental turmoil may or may not be outwardly apparent. At this point, the narcissist may start seeking opportunities to intrude back into your life. However, reconciling with a narcissist can be perilous. Unless they sincerely apologize and acknowledge the harm they caused you, it is best to lock the door and ignore their attempts until they do so. They may offer a romantic gesture to soften the blow of your abandonment, but their behavior will soon return to disrupting your life. It is crucial to completely avoid any former narcissist who becomes aware of your progress. Remember, your worth is not dependent on their recognition. The success you achieve becomes a source of jealousy for narcissists, as it exposes their own inadequacies and highlights their inability to measure up to your quality or experience the depth of emotions you are capable of. Defying the odds and flourishing despite narcissistic abuse is the ultimate revenge. Protect the serenity and radiance within you, ensuring they are never extinguished. I hope the insights shared here prove helpful. Wishing you a wonderful week until we meet again.